Hi guys, Dr. Heather Brown here, and today it is our third video on self-confidence. Today the focus is, what are your expectations? A lot of times the challenge we have with self-confidence is our expectations of ourselves. We think that we should be amazing at something just because we want to be good at it. But we haven't taken the time to study or to learn or to focus and practice in what we need to. It's incredibly unrealistic the first time you do something to think you're going to be amazing, or to think it shouldn't take you any time, or to challenge yourself that you should be just as good as Johnny when Johnny has a natural propensity for something and maybe it's really hard for you. To help yourself with how you feel about yourself, it's important that you're very realistic about where you are and how you do with this thing that you are looking at yourself and judging yourself on. So first, how much time have you put into this? How much experience do you have with it? How much knowledge do you have with it? And if you don't have any, then it would be important to not expect much for yourself because you're just learning. Now, if you have tried really hard or studied really long and it's still not coming very well, you're feeling a little bit at the end of the pack or frustrated it's taking you as long as it is, you still are where you are. And it still is taking you as long as it is. Maybe you need to reassess what you're doing. Maybe you need to get a different coach or supporter or book to help you with what's going on. But maybe you just need to realize this is not your strong suit. And we all have things in our life that even though we might want to be amazing at them, we might not be. It might take us a really, really long time to become good at something. So what are you expecting of yourself? One thing I see really frequently is that we tend to take something that we're not comfortable with and we compare it to somebody else who's excellent at it. If I think I'm really good at speaking, then I'm not going to be that concerned with how I appear or seem because I'm really comfortable with it. And so I don't really concern myself that much about it. But if I feel uncomfortable with maybe the way I look, then I'm looking around at everybody else and I'm going to notice all the people in the room who, in my opinion, are much more attractive than me. And then that's probably going to make me feel less good about myself. We tend to compare our worst aspects, if you will, or at least mature aspects of ourselves, or at least accepted is probably even more accurate aspect of ourselves with others who are exceptional. I'll compare the person with the perfect hair when I don't like my hair, or I'll compare the person who has the beautiful feet when I don't like my feet. And that's not a really accurate place because your hair is your hair. Your feet are your feet. Your knowledge is your knowledge. Your success is your success. So, what are your expectations? How much experience do you have in this? How much knowledge do you have in this? Are you giving yourself the support that you need? And then who are you comparing yourself to and why? It's not going to do you any good to beat yourself up over something you're not good at, or a quality of your life that just is the way it is. I did a video a while back on my feet because they're my least attractive feature. So I don't compare my feet with other people's feet. I notice people's feet. I think they're beautiful, but I don't compare mine because it's just going to make me feel lousy, and there's no reason for me to try to make myself feel lousy. Self-confidence is trying to help yourself feel good about where you are or aware of where you are and to be clear about what it is that you can do about it. But you need to be honest. Have you done the work? Have you done the research? Are you well prepared? Or are you stepping into something blind and then beating yourself up because you didn't do well? That's foolish. Of course you're not going to do well at something if you haven't prepared or studied or learned. And then sometimes it's just an area that's tough for you. What are your expectations? Ask yourself, the next time you're questioning your confidence, ask yourself, what are my expectations of me right now? Is it just to attend the class and get through? Is it to do the best I can? Or is it to be perfect? Is it to be amazing? Is it to get all the likes from everybody on social media? What are your expectations? And look at them, not in a place of hope, but look at them in a place of reality. Are they valid? Are you capable of that? And if not, then you need to figure out what you need to do to help yourself with that. Love to hear your thoughts.